verses 57 to 62, which is the Christ consciousness. We're not talking about Jesus here. We're talking about Christ consciousness. That's what's going to have to take. It's going to have to take. You're talking about getting your father's permission to go do what you're supposed to do. You've crossed you've looked back off this path 5 times, and now I'm starting to realize that maybe you're just not fit.
Now that doesn't mean she's not fit to be a student, because she could be a wonderful student. But just to be
even as a student, she's already been a student.
She's not even doing what she makes.
Okay, so she's not putting in the work.
Already?
No.
Oh, no. But it's been like 3 years, 3.5 years. Wow.
Yo, we never really talk about these issues, and I'm glad that we're talking about them out loud. Because they got panels on us, and they sit there and talk about our shit, but we never talk about our own.
Right.
Yeah.
That's real.
Yeah.
And this is so healing. You guys really helped me heal through this, because I'm going to tell you something. It is my desire to have a family. Listen, it's a saying that goes, master your desires, or those that can offer you what you desire will become your master.
That's a fact.
So it's like, my desire is to be the best dad in the world.
Right.
To have a companion that rides with me. So there's an illusion. Go ahead. There's an illusion that's going on here, right? That Velvet can become my master if I'm not too careful. Because she offers me my daughter in a false sense of companionship. But it's not what it seems to be. So it's Satan testing me. Okay? I have to be the master of my desires. Yeah?
Right.
Facts. That's a fact.
So I'm more in love with the idea of her more than her.
And it's the idea of her potential. It's still not even the idea of her yet.
Right. And Solar said it best. And you have to understand one thing, is that this is a test to my will.
Yes.
The devil is offering me something. It's saying, if you bow to me, I will give you all of this. But it's not going to give me shit. Everything she ever gave me.
Right.
If you bow to me, I'll give you all these kingdoms. This is what she's saying to me. And Anna, you saved the shit out of me today.
No, I'm grateful.
You reminded me of who the fuck I was. Ain't that crazy?
Shout out to you.
Anna came in here like, yo, Chief, I look at you and I see a chief. I see a king. I said, damn it, I am a king. And she was never my queen.
She would have rode with you.
Yeah.
Solar,
she would be here, right?
Hit the back, Solar.
Yeah, right. She wouldn't be asking you to be able to compromise or come correct. She would be coming correct. And it wouldn't be it would be like, I want to do polygamy this way, but she don't want to do it at all. So it's like problems.
And it caused so many. She's caused so many issues. And you know what? There's a rhyme called "The Velvet Devil."
That's
the audacity of my reality to place that there. The Velvet Devil. The subconscious message, the Velvet Devil, is like new level, new devil. And if I overcome this devil, I have a strong feeling I'm going to find my queen.
That's a fact. Yeah, that's a fact.
I'm at a crossroads right now, y'all.
Yeah,
and
like you did.
Like I'm so close.
That
I have to let go.
Yeah.
I see this so much, and this has been a theme. Like, these are all the posts I just put up. It's all about letting go. It's all about that, and it's all about walking on water. And this is the thing, right? I always think of Job. Whether you let it go or whether it gets taken from you, at any rate, never curse what you stand for. Never curse your morals or your principles, your God, what you're led by. Never disown that. Never put that to the side.
Right.
Never. I'd rather lose all of my wives. I'd rather lose all of my friends, all of my family, all of my money before I turn on what I stand for. Before I turn on my purpose.
Solar, you better teach, Solar. You better teach, Solar.
Real talk. Because look, at the end of the day, was it worth it for you to turn your back on your mission, turn your back on your purpose, what you came here to do for some pussy, for some money, because of how people might look at you? That's whack. I'd rather let it all go. I will let go of everything, and I've done it, and I'll do it again, just to live the life that I'm supposed to live, and I know it's gonna come back. Chief, you gonna get 10 nanas.
Right. There you go. That's a fact.
You can get 10 more. That's how they supposed to be.
Mic drop.
I don't need 10 nanas though, dog.
Empress quality. That's what I mean to say. No Suns, no Plutos.
Now, if I may chime in for a second, so look, I'm Haitian and Nigerian. I come from a background where my father had many wives, right? And each wife had a specific thing to do. One took care of the kids, one cooked, one cleaned, such and such. Well, that's with the mission. Even though he has all of these wives, you can't look at it from the physical eye because you're supposed to walk by faith and not by sight. So if you believe in your mission, then you know that each wife or each woman has a particular thing that they need to do within that mission. Right. But they don't understand that because sometimes as women, we're so sensitive that we go off of emotion. We sometimes allow our emotions to take a hold of us, and then we get to forget about the mission.
And let me say this. I have taken her and broken her whole chart down, natal chart, right? And I showed her how she's perpetuating what her mother went through with her dad. Mm-hmm. Her mother had this relationship with her dad in the first 7 years of her life. She was in the middle of it, right? Mm-hmm. Her mother was very angry with her dad to this day. Larry cheated on her multiple times. Mm-hmm. Lied to her multiple times. Left her with kids. Damn. He left her mom with kids in a house while he went to another state and was with another woman. Mm-hmm. And then her mom found out and rolled up on him with the woman and caught him. And it was all this turmoil. They tried to remarry, and at the wedding, her mom snaps on her dad and literally goes crazy on him. She told me about all these stories. I said, Eliana, do you not see you and your mother and you? You're doing the same thing your mother did, and all I'm doing is triggering your generational curses that you're supposed to overcome. Right. So she's supposed to stay with me to beat the curses, but she just doesn't have the power to do it. Right.
Yo, you literally broke down her generational curses.
I broke down her whole life story to her, and she knows all of this, but she's choosing to ignore it because she's just too weak. And I keep bringing this word up, and I'm sorry to say it, but she's too weak to face her generational curses, and she's trying to justify it with all this bullshit that she's talking about. But at the end of the day, I was the right man. She ran into her father, but I didn't lie to her. Right. Relive her mother's traumas to overcome her.
This is her chance and opportunity.
Exactly. So look, if she comes back, how do you think she's gonna act though? Because she belongs with y'all. She belongs there.
I'm honestly at this point, I do not think she has the strength to do it. I don't think she's built like that. I don't think she has the mental capacity, just like Malia. Unfortunately, Malia just does not have the mental capacity to face this mission, and neither does Velvet. And Velvet needs to go work at fucking Domino's Pizza or some shit, or sell beads or some shit like that, and do that for the rest of her life. Because at the end of the day, this ain't for her. Right. And I'm so glad I had this conversation publicly because I don't get to talk about this shit with nobody. But this has really helped me make up my mind on the whole ordeal.
Yo, there's not much we can really do for her at this point. At this point, I mean, we've heard her speak. We know that she knows. So why is she not doing it? It has nothing to do with us. It has everything to do with her insecurities and weaknesses. She's weak. She's weak.
That's a fact.
She's weak and immature, and she needs to go through something, or I don't know what she need to go through, but the system need to fall. Some shit need to fall, because there's actually women out there who are supposed to be here, who have what it takes, but because of the system, they ain't never gonna do it. That's another major thing to me. It's like that's stunting the growth of the women as well. Our women, they're there, but they're getting money right now. They're taken care of. They're out there, you know. They with a man or somebody who got money. So
they bullshit just like her.
Zero. Let that dollar equal zero, and let's see how much strength they can summon up to fight those demons, because they don't have to.
Everybody in the black community has heard my message and knows what we stand on, and has completely ignored it on purpose. People know what Nature Boy stands for. They know. You can say whatever.